Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TRTC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Now, today was quite the crazy day, and from a presentation standpoint, this is a relatively tricky chart to talk about because there is a whole lot of perspective out there. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought somewhere up around there and your plan was to buy and sell within 20 minutes, then from that point of view, yeah, the chart does look really bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. There's been a pretty big pullback from the highs, but from the big picture, the price does still have an opportunity to build a higher low, and as long as higher lows are being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture point of view. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trader type perspective going into things. And the main level that stands out to me, and then I'm curious about going forward, is right down here around the $1.20 mark. So once again, I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but let's just say for argument's sake, and so I can hopefully illustrate this, that the price does once again go down to $1.20, but once like it did before, it behaves like this and starts to work its way back upwards. What would you have in this instance? Again, emphasis on big picture. Well, from the big picture point of view, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have some lows right there. You'd have some lows down there. And then you'd have some other lows, but those aren't on the screen. But this will suffice. So now what do you have in this situation? Well, from the, again, emphasis on big picture, you have big picture stair steps still very clearly progressing in the upwards direction. And that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do over time. It's going to make progress forward. And once again, in this situation, I'm defining and quantifying quote-unquote progress as the $1.20 mark. Once again, I'm well aware if you're some sort of flipper day trader and you bought up around there, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from the grand scheme of things viewpoint. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price does still have a chance to build a higher low. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.